What's going on, everybody? This is your WOF Outlook and Discussion for Saturday, February 25th, 2023. And before we get into today's video, I hope everyone is doing well, remaining positive, and as always, staying blessed. All right, you guys, we're going to take a look here across parts of the Texas Panhandle and West Central Oklahoma, as there is still that enhanced risk of severe weather that is forecast for Sunday. There's a slight risk on the outer edge of that encompasses a lot more of Oklahoma, and as you can see, extending all the way up into Kansas here, and even extending far down into northwest Texas is the slight risk. And the marginal risk extends just about to Dallas here, but doesn't quite make it to Dallas, extending on northeast towards parts of Missouri and then even extending into parts of Nebraska and Iowa, you could see some showers and thunderstorms with this system. But in this video today, you guys are going to take a look and see the timing of when these storms could possibly start to develop in this area. And we're going to start with around 2 p.m. here. And as you can see, we might have, you can see the system here. I want to add this. Hold on, you guys. Let me add these contour lines. This will be the mid-level contours. As you can see, the energy for the system is still here across parts of the four corners here. And as you can see, showers, we have some showers already starting to develop across Oklahoma and parts of West Texas here about 2 o'clock. And as we extend further into time, let's go to about 3 o'clock. We're going to go to 3. And as you can see, we start to have some cells develop here in parts of eastern New Mexico as this energy starts to eject out to the east. But as we get to 4 o'clock, as you can see, this is what the possible supercells right here that could be the most capable of producing the strong tornadoes are to here across parts of the Texas, Oklahoma panhandle, and even into parts of southern Kansas. As we move on to 5 o'clock, you can see these thunderstorms start to really increase in coverage here across the panhandle, Oklahoma area. So I'm sure some severe thunderstorms will be ongoing at this point around the late afternoon, starting into the early evening. And as you can see, by 6 o'clock, more like between 6 and 7, it starts to turn more into that linear line. So that's when your wind damage will be the most likely scenario, wind damage and hail. So that'll probably be starting around 7 o'clock here. And as you can see, that extends into Kansas, but the severe potential really starts to come when the line enters Oklahoma and down into parts of West Texas. And as we continue to progress this line further on out here through Sunday evening, as you can see, an intense line of storms. I'm going to zoom out some. An intense line of storms making its way across Oklahoma and North Texas. And as we move on to about midnight here, you can see this line moves through the Dallas area, starts to weaken by then because the instability and all that is not going to be that great once we get towards East Texas and Oklahoma, the eastern half of those states. The instability is just not going to be there. So this line will start to weaken some as we go through the overnight hours. So I would say probably look for about late afternoon, early evening for the greatest potential for the tornadoes to develop. Then once we get into the evening and nighttime hours, that's when this squall line is going to turn. I mean, this system is going to turn more into a squall line here, and it's going to be mainly your damaging winds and hail with maybe an isolated tornado or two rolling up within that line here. So if you live in this section of the country, the southern and central plains here, be on the lookout Sunday afternoon and evening for some strong to severe thunderstorms, which will produce some damaging winds, large hail, and possibly some isolated tornadoes. Now, before we go here, I want to put the radar on because this same system here, we're going to animate this radar for you, put this into motion. And as you can see, the same system here is currently off of the coast of California, spreading all this inland snow here across the mountains Heavy rains across the Los Angeles area. It's just a mess here across Southern California. So if you stay in this area of the country as well in California, please use caution if you're out and about. Be careful on the roadways. And as you can see here, this is the enhanced risk area for the central and southern plains. That does include parts of the the Texas Panhandle, northwest Texas into Oklahoma, and parts of extreme southern Kansas. And also, I want to show you guys on Convective Outlook Day 3, this severe threat. Let me take the radar off real quick again. The severe threat shifts northeast here into parts of the Tennessee, Ohio valleys here, as you can see, parts of southern Indiana, southern Ohio, Kentucky. All these areas will be at risk, and this threat is primarily going to be wind damage here for Monday, but we will talk about more about this area in depth more tomorrow. So that's going to be it for this one, you guys. If you stay in the central and southern plains, please be on the lookout for some severe weather, as this could be a nasty line of storms coming through the Texas and Oklahoma area for Sunday, late Sunday afternoon and evening. Everyone be safe, be careful, and I'll talk to you all in the next one.